What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your man Chaz Ellis once again answering the questions that you asked me. Now, if you want to get a consultation or a quick question, go to the askchazzellisproject.com and go ahead and get one of those. Also, for some of y'all who missed the live stream that happened last night, the how to live like a player without actually being one, go ahead and go to the askchazzellisproject.com. You could get that too. Also, make sure you get on the Ask Chaz Ellis on Facebook and check out some of the things I'm posting up, videos, quotes, stuff like that. Check that out too. Anyway, I got a young lady asking me a question where she basically was like, yo, what are some of the things that a woman can do that cause a guy to change his mind about wanting to be married to her and change his mind about wanting to move on in the relationship? What are some of the things that a woman can do that just don't make her get to wife material? Now, I'm glad you asked that question because the reality of the situation is, as guys, for the most part, when we first meet you, we have already decided whether or not you are wife material, okay? Usually that happens within the first week or so. Some guys take a little bit longer, but for the most part, within the first week or so, a guy has already put you in what category that you're going to be in. And that's like before the 90-day mark or whatever. For the most part, a dude has put you in the category that he's going to put you in immediately. Now, here's what a lot of women don't know, and this is the fact that when you get put in that wife category, every day after that, you are doing something to either stay there or you are doing something to mess it up. That is the reality of the situation. And a lot of women who have not gotten married to dudes that put them in the wife category have done something along the way to mess it up, and they probably didn't even know it. I know some of y'all mad at me. I know he didn't say I messed it up. Look, I'm trying to help you out. I'm giving you this information. It may piss you off, but if you really think about it, it can help you out. It can change your situation. Anyway, I'm going to get right into it because I already know there's going to be some women that go, oh, I did that and I still got married. Some of y'all got married to somebody and you still did something that disqualified you as a wife. It was just that he was looking for somebody to marry and you were the first person that stepped up. Just being real with you. Anyway, so the first thing that you can do that can really cause you to lose your status as a wife and get pushed out of the wife category is showing a lack of basic wife skills. Some women don't know what I'm talking about, but there are certain basic wife skills that a man expects a woman to have when he gets with her, and if she does not have those, and some of them are depending on the man, but there are some that are pretty much universal. Now, if you don't have those skills and you show a lack of those skills in a particular situation, this can be the kiss of death to you getting married to this dude. For instance, if he's like, hey, I'm going to come over and hang out with you, and he's taking you out several times or whatever, and he's like, yeah, I want to come over and hang out, can you make dinner? And you're like, yeah, I can make dinner, and then you serve the dude some burnt up rice-a-roni. This dude has filed this in his mental Rolodex as this woman can't cook. If you got stuff like they come over your house and it's all dusty and dirty and you don't clean up, you got dirty dishes everywhere, you got your house is all messed up. He started filing that into the basic wife skills category and saying, wow, this girl can't clean somebody's house, she can't do something like that. It's not just those domestic skills either. I'm going to some other stuff too. Just simple things like if he needed some help with something for his job or whatever, and you couldn't just do something simple. He was like, hey, could you proofread this for me? You're like, see Jane run. You're like, well, how can this chick educate my children when you can't even read? Those are basic wife skills. That's a basic life skill. But stuff like that is going to cause that dude to really kind of change his mind about wanting to marry you and seeing you as wife material, as he did before. Number two thing that you can do that would change his mind, try to make him jealous. Now, this is one that a lot of women have tried in the past, and yes, it does work generally. If a guy really likes you, it's not that difficult to make him jealous. Unfortunately, the juice is not worth the squeeze in that situation, because if you make him jealous, the only way you can make a guy jealous is to make him really believe, unless he's crazy. Crazy people don't count. We're not going to count them. But regular people, the only way you can make that person jealous is to make them really believe that you would actually sleep with somebody else. Now, once a guy turns that on in his mind that you would really sleep with another dude, guess what? He's going to always think that about you. And that one little moment that you got to make him jealous to get him to do whatever it is you wanted him to do has cost you a lifetime of him feeling like you are a good woman. And because of that, you're probably going to run into a situation where anytime you try to deal with this dude, you're going to get that in the background, that he doesn't really trust in you and doesn't really believe in you, and that's going to cause him to not want to take that next step with you and get married. Because he's like, well, dang, if you cheat on me as a girlfriend, I can take it because it's not really cost me any money or anything like that. But if you cheat on me as a wife, now you taking half my stuff. Hell no. This is how men think to make that next step. It's a lot deeper than it is just to be a girlfriend. To try to be somebody's wife means that they really got to put a lot on the line. So there's a lot of things that can happen that can disqualify you. Number 3, using sex as a weapon. Now, if you try to use sex as a weapon, you get in an argument or something like that, you're like, well, I'm not having sex with you for a week after this, and try to get the dude to do what you want him to do, or you try to be like, oh, no, I ain't doing that because you said this yesterday, and yada, yada, yada. When you act like that, it's cool for you because you're probably going to win that argument or get him to acquiesce and do whatever it is you want. A problem with that is that he's probably never going to want to take that next step to get married to you, because he's going to be like, okay, anytime we get mad at each other, I'm going to be sitting here with dry penis for 2-3 weeks, and I'm married to the girl, so I can't never get out of the situation. Whereas now, if I really was upset about the way she was treating me, I could just go mess with somebody else. I mean, I'm not married to your ass. I can leave whenever I want to, realistically. So you got to understand that if you're treating a guy that way, it is a win in the short term, but it's one of those things that make that guy look and say, I can never really fully trust you, because once we got that ring and, you know, you're married to me, I can't just get out when I want to, and you might do this all the time, and I'm kind of I'm like a sex slave, where I'm pretty much forced to do whatever you want me to do, or I don't get to have sex anymore. You ain't controlling my penis. My penis belongs to me. So you can say I can't have sex with you, but you can't say I can't have sex. And that's kind of pretty much how guys feel almost across the board. Like I said, some women are going to get married anyway, but you wouldn't be surprised how often, you might be surprised how often you're married to somebody who could just as easily marry somebody else. And if you got divorced tomorrow, they'd probably be married to somebody else within a year. Anyway, number 4, disrespect his family. I'm not talking about this family is talking trash to you and you fight back. But I'm talking about you just go out of your way to be like, you know what, I don't care if your mama's a hoe, and you just being all disrespectful to their family and stuff like that. What this does is it causes this person to believe that you don't really care about them and you're not really trying to be a part of their family. When you act like that, what that does also is turn the family against you. So now the guy is in a situation where he's constantly having to defend you to his family, and it's a lot easier just to start over with somebody who doesn't have that problem. So once you start disrespecting the guy's family, a lot of times that's really a kiss of death, and it kind of flips a switch with that guy that makes him say, you know what, I probably can't get married to this girl because her and my mama can't get along, and she's been disrespectful. She'll probably disrespect me the same way eventually. So that's something to think about. And number 5 is the last one, and this is probably the biggest one. This is one that you can do and maybe not even know it, and it could cause you to really lose this guy permanently, and that's doubt his dreams. If you show doubt to his dreams, you show that you don't believe in him and you don't believe where he's going to go. A lot of people don't realize how strong it is to have the us against the world mentality when dealing with a relationship. That can be the strongest bond in the world. It's like you ever see gang members and people like that and stuff like that. It's all about that us against the world mentality, and it's the thing that makes them kill for each other. You know, you don't get that at your job. If you crew chief or supervisor or something like that, your employees probably wouldn't kill for you. That's because they don't really see it as us against the world. They really kind of see it more as them against you. Now, if you're in a relationship, you want it to be us against the world. We're together on everything. Your dreams are my dreams. We're making this happen. We're doing this together. But once you start doubting their dreams, they kind of start seeing it as them against the world, not us against the world. And guess who you are? The world. You're part of it. So when they get to where they want to go, they don't necessarily want your ass to be a part of it. They don't, just because you was with them the whole time, you were talking trash the whole time. There's a lot of people that was with them the whole time. Their friends, family members, all the naysayers that were with them the whole time. These are the people that they want to shake it in their face once they make it. So if you start saying stuff like, I don't know if you're going to make it, and this probably isn't going to work, and yada, 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 if you start doubting that person's dreams, a lot of times you turn yourself from a great ally into a great enemy, and they don't show you what kind of an enemy you are until they get to the end of the rainbow, and you looking for that ring, and instead you get the boot. So hopefully I was able to help you out. Some of y'all put some things that you think might cause a woman to stop a guy from wanting to marry her at the bottom too. So also make sure you check me out on the askchazzellisproject.com. Get that consultation, quick question, or if you want to get the archival footage from other live streams, check that out too. And hit me up on Ask Chaz Ellis on Facebook. Make sure you like and subscribe and share this video with somebody else. Peace.